Hey everyone, it's Commander Radek and bringing a video here on outfitting large ships for mining. So a shout out to Slim the Sumo, commented on one of my videos and made a suggestion around outfitting, and I've applied it here, and I think it works well. So from a hardpoint perspective, we're upping the mining lasers from 1 to 3. This allows us to chew rocks faster. We've kept enough hardpoints to defend ourselves against smaller ships and a multi-cannon, which is really more for smaller ships. Our utility mounts remain the same, have not made any changes here. We're still using 4 shield boosters, 2 heat sink launches, and then of course a chafe launcher. As mentioned before, the frame shift wake scanner is entirely optional. You can switch that out with another shield booster if you so desire. Core components, again, we're still the same. Still using military grade, 8A, 7A, only 7D is our sensors. From optional internals here where we change, we move away from the 8A shield and we go to 2 256 cargo racks. This allows us to use 4 limpet controllers. Okay, that'll give us 12 limpets at a time. And then of course the refinery and the prospector stay the same, and our shield moves down to a 6A class item. So we've still got decent shield strength, right? 813. But we're going to be able to chew rocks up a lot faster. So I'm going to restock here a little bit before we take off. I'm going to stock heavy on cargo. I'm going to go up to just about 300 of these. They're just so cheap that for me it just makes more sense to overstock on them than understock. You know, if you have to discard a few, that's really no big deal, because almost any of the rocks that you chew up out there are going to be returning more money than the limpets are. So just something to keep in mind. So again, we're in Silicians. Everything here is pristine, all the rings. And Silicians 1, that's Salikians, is a metallic ring. So we're going to head on out there and see how we do. So again, this will just demonstrate
landing gear retracted.
The effectiveness of this outfitting setup as compared to some of my other videos, which really reflect a more, I guess, a more standard approach, right? But this is more built around how fast can you chew up rocks. Now you'll notice I didn't grab any quests or anything like that. This is a pure money-making endeavor. So quests are great for making money as well, don't get me wrong. But we're going to focus entirely on just the rare rocks for the purposes here of both this video and both my expedition out here. So I'll go through all 300 of the limpets, focusing on painite and platinum. So any rocks that I find that have painite or platinum, we'll dig. If they don't have painite or platinum, then we're going to avoid. You'll see in front of us is the rings that we're going to mine around. We're going for those inner rings. I've looked on the star map already, so I know that those are metallic. You can also tell in a way by the coloring, you know, and in some ways the size of the rings. Your metallic rings are typically going to be your smaller ones. But the best thing to do is go to the star map, or not star map, the system map, and just check there. And it shows you the ring types and what they are. So as we get closer, you'll see there's a high resource extraction site. We're going to stay away from that as much as possible. That's where there's ships. We don't want to be where there's ships. We want to be where there's just rocks. So now as we get closer here, I have different theories on where you should enter in from a ring. I've tried different things out. Really, I think the wider the area, the better, because it represents a more solid collection of rocks. I'm going to shoot for that very, very inner ring, and I'm going to come from the most outer angle. So this way I can always fly towards the planet as I'm mining. So we're going to slow it down quite a bit. Well, there's an idea of single source. We want to stay away from that. bring ourselves here, and we're gonna come in just like this. And the ship will auto stop once you're too close. As long as you're going slow enough, you won't hurt yourself at all. Now, once you're in, first thing you want to do, set yourself well, okay, so that's 0.81 light seconds, plenty of distance away. But you want to set yourself some bearings, right? So I'm going to be heading towards the planet the whole time. This way I can always make sure that anything I mine is at my back. Now you'll notice that there's a couple of ships on the radar there. We want to avoid those. We are not here to fight, we're here to mine. So green or not, it doesn't matter. We're just going to get away from them. And as soon as they're off, which they are, pull out our hard points, and we're going to see what we can find. Now you'll notice I've actually I've bound my limpet controllers to the same as my mining laser, and you're going to see why here in just a moment. Essentially, what it allows you to do is you always have a limpet controller out as you need it. It doesn't, you know, summoning a limpet controller, it will never bring one out if one is already active, so you're not going to over deploy them. So, you know, it just really makes most sense. This way you don't have to flip between fire groups. So,
Prospector limpet engaged.
alright, so we're going to stay away from that one. Nothing special on that rock. Let's see what this one has.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Oh, keep going again. We are looking for painite. We are looking for platinum. I don't like rocks that spin that fast like that one there, and I will skip them for the most part unless it's close, or unless I'm at the right angle and it's spinning on its axis, something like that. But otherwise, I just, you know, I find it's not worth your time. It's a guess to some extent, right? Because everything here is a guess. There doesn't seem to be any true rhyme or reason to, you know, which particular rock is going to have what element and what amount of it. It is truly a matter of you need prospectors so that you can figure it out. So good. Here's a good example. Here's a platinum filled one. So we're gonna get kind of close. And here we go.
Programming limpet road. 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 Programming limpet road.
Now, as you can see, you just melt this rock incredibly fast. So I am close to depleting it, and there it goes. So now it's depleted. Now, unlike before, where, you know, you're waiting for, you know, 3 limpets to do their thing, your limpets here collect, and they're done in a matter of seconds. So it allows you then to move on very, very quickly to the next asteroid. No valid collection targets means that you've got limpets not doing anything. So essentially we're going to wait until they finish up. Once they finish up, we're going to move on. Now I really recommend waiting for the most part. This, you know, they collect faster when you're not moving. They have less of a chance to blow up when you're not moving. So just something to consider. So there you go. You know, that's the whole entire reason behind outfitting this way and using more limpets and more mining lasers. Allows you to melt rocks faster, essentially process things faster, and then move on to the next asteroid so that you can keep trying to find what you're looking for. Now, here's a rock I'll go after. Even though I'm going after platinum and painite, it's a gold nugget. 39% of the material is gold. It has medium material content, So why not? That's a good choice. So we're going to get close to it and one more time. So again, this is just a far more effective method to mining. Those limpets collect at an unreal rate and allow you to very quickly move from one rock to the next and find what you're looking for. So again, changing my my song here from a previous video. Thanks again to Slim the Sumo for pointing this out, and I hope this brings you profit. So thanks for watching, and best of luck to you and safe travels, Air Commanders.
Asteroid detected.
Give you a little outside look if I can get it going there. There you go.